These prisoners have waited long enough for their executioner. Begin reading, child.
Capricorn had many men. They were feared throughout the land. They were called by many names: bloodhounds, firefingers, etc. They were feared by day and haunted the nights. But there was one who was darker and more vile than any of Capricorn's villains. He was called Shadow.
Keep reading.
He only heeded his master's call. Sometimes he was as red as the fire that he breathed. Other times he was as black as the ash he left in his wake. He darted out of the earth as fast as the flames licked their way up the wood. His claws and his breath brought death and destruction to all they touched. Some say Capricorn had a troll use his knowledge of fire to create the shadow out of the ashes of people who had resisted him. Although no one really knew the truth of the shadow's existence, because Capricorn had the ones who created him killed. The shadow rose to the feet of its master, scenting its way like a bloodhound, ever hungry, ever hunting its next victim. As far as it was known, the shadow was invulnerable, merciless, and immortal.
Yes, yes. Keep reading.
Yet one night the shadow heard a voice that was not his master's. He heard of a little girl, and he remembered all those whose ashes gave him life. He remembered their pain and suffering, and it filled him with rage. He would be avenged.
No, no, no. This is not how it ends.
He would have revenge on those who caused his suffering and poisoned his world.
What is this? Stop her! Get her, you fools! Get that book away from her!
Indeed, he wanted revenge. So, with pain-induced rage, he turned on his master and his disciples, thus reduced them to that of which he was born, ash.
No!
And so, with the destruction of his master, the shadow was released into ash and was finally at peace. All the people that the shadow was made from reappeared, and they were relieved. So the world was freed from its darkness, and the world was good again.
3:15.
All right.
The camera zoomed in and out once, which I don't think is a big deal.
I don't care.
No, it's still recording.